Hello, hello, hello. I am now live. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba. Check in the microphone. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Check, check, check. Beautiful. Fantastic. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Things are a little crazy where I live. There's a lady who fell into a sinkhole. So there's some crazy mamma jamma stuff going on. Oh, beautiful. That is not very centered. Let's go there. How's it going, Mr. J. Gabes? Thanks for coming. Also, Keith Riley, GK Man, thanks for coming, my friends. What do we want to start with today? I think I'm going to start with this one. A GABA? 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 I'll tell you, it's a whole different picking experience. Like, I had some Jimmy Longs before, but in the last several weeks, I've gotten a couple orders in from him, and having the new V5s, it's like a whole different picking experience. I mean, it's very enjoyable. I mean, I thought that Mokies were great. Jimmy Longs are extra great. They really, really are. Grab some tensioners. I am gonna this week. I should have the 15th thou gems come in, so I'm gonna dump the two rakes out of this set, and then I think I'm gonna put the 20. I think this is a 2022 thou. I think 23 thou from the starter set. I think I'm gonna slide this into the tensioner pouch. That way I have three extra slots to put in the 15th thou gems. So I'll have the um, between the basic set and the intermediate set, I have the low, short, and medium round, low, short, and medium flat, and then the low, short, and medium gem in 19th thou, and then I'll have the low, short, and medium gem in 15th thou, and that'll probably be my like everyday what I use to pick. Um, I have more gimme picks here, but these ones I think will become like my backup set. So I got the 15th thou rounds, 15th thou flats, the 23 thou V3s flats, and then the gems and diamonds V3. So I think those are just gonna be retired, and it'll be V5s all day long. Boy, are they fantastic. Just a heads up for anybody who's in the chat. He is stocking again this Friday, the 6th. Friday the 6th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So that is 8 p.m. where I live, Eastern Standard Time, and then 5 p.m. on the West Coast for us to take out a pick. Let's use a gem. Let's use a gem. Low gem. Bumpy may or may not be here today. But we got Wolfgang is definitely on deck. I think he's getting ready. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. I got this in the mail. I just ran out and got it. That's why I was kind of late. So let's open it up. Okay. Oh, come on. Open, open, open. Too excited. Oh, it came in a nice box, too. This is their like high end stuff box. Oh, oh, I'm so jazzed. Ho, 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 ho. Oh my God, it's beautiful. If I can get it to focus. Nope, not really. Anyway, it's S90V. Crucible CPM S90V. The CJRB Pyrite Light in S90V. Boy, is that an awesome knife. Can't wait to see how it cuts. Actually, I guess I could see how it cuts. Let's do that before I start picking. Now I'm curious. Oh, this is how I see how a knife is out of the box. I could pretty much make anything cut this way with a fixed angle sharpener, but we'll see how she is out of the box. So you fold paper into an accordion. Throw a piece of paper down so that I don't go. Okay. The moment of truth. Outstanding. So that cut that piece of paper in half, just standing. It probably won't do this because there's not really enough holding it still, but close enough. Boy, is that a freaking nice edge. Yowza. Ho, ho, ho. That's bitey, baby. Anyway, cool new knife in the mail. I actually ordered a new Vosteed Raccoon too, 14 Sandvik 14C28N. That'll be here, I think, Friday, because they released actually earlier in the year they released a top liner lock version of that, which is kind of like the compression lock, which is really strong locking system. Really, really strong for a pocket knife anyway. And they released it, and it sold out like mad fast, and it's been out of stock for like a long time. So it went back into stock Black Friday, actually the day after Black Friday. I saw it, so I ordered it, and it will be here on Friday, so 2 days from now. Oh, check and see. No Wolfgang yet, so we'll just pick a little bit. I'll just keep an eye out for him in the chat because he usually says something on his way in. Not two. Hey, thanks for coming, buddy. You said your Spyderco, you have a Spyderco in S90V. It is not a mix of two. It's made by Crucible. This actually kind of plays right into what I do at work. I do a lot of, I'm on the heat treating team, Red Strategy. So, oh, data sheet S90V. Here we go. So let's nerd out a little bit. This is the data sheet for Crucible's S90V. Has 14% chromium, which is a good amount for stainless steel. Anything over, I think it's 12% cutoff for stainless. But the high carbon coupled with the high vanadium count will, while it's heat treating, will form a chromium vanadium carbide, which is what gives it the extra special edge retention. And then it has a little molybdenum in it, which does not come into play and form carbides during the heat treatment, but it does form molybdenum carbides during the tempering, giving it a little more toughness. And it is a fantastic steel. So you see a lot of people buy stuff in D2. There's the wear resistance of D2 compared to S90V. It's like an insane difference. God, is it freaking awesome. And it has basically the same toughness, impact resistance as D2. It is the shiz, as Lady Locks would say. The shiz. Crucible makes the good stuff. This one here is actually a powder steel too. It's, well, not true. It is a spray form steel, which is a kind of powdered steel. It's also by CJRB, well, Artisan Cutlery. It's called ARSF2, and it is a medium chromium powder steel. So it has 4% chromium, I think. There's a 2% or 14% chromium, 4% molybdenum, 2% vanadium, kind of along that lines. But anyway, it holds an edge very good. But the S90V will be like, it's a super steel. So whenever you talk to the steel nerds and knife nerds, and when they say a super steel, that's a super steel. Pretty jazz, baby. Where did I get that info? So I got this. It was connected onto Laren Thomas's website, Knife Steel Nerds. I think it's knifesteelnerds.com. But anyway, just Google Knife Steel Nerds. He's the metallurgist for Crucible that developed CPM MagnaCut. Um, Also very good powdered steel. But you can see I'm a weirdo and I get into the weeds, the crystalline form, the carbide volumes, and I'm I'm a little weird, but that's who I am. So I figure that's what I do. I did the same thing with my review for Jimmy Longs. Download all the nerdy stuff, and people, when they come to watch the video, if they like the nerdy stuff, they can watch the nerdy stuff, and if not, they can move on to the next thing or whatever. Now I can't wait to cut something with it. I'm distracted. S30V is a good steel for sure. I actually talked about this on my live on Sunday. I said about how um, most Locksport channels are pretty focused. Um, Yours obviously isn't still kicking because you blow shit up too. Um, but besides that, I kind of would like to see people expand out in their um, what they do. Pocket Woman, I forgot to send you a link. I'm an ass. Sorry. Um, anyway, anybody who wants to come is perfectly welcome to come into the live, and the link is in the description for the video. I put it there so that it's easy for anybody who wants to come. But what I said during the Sunday live was that I would like to see them expand their channel and do other things that they're interested in, like to show us who they are. And I thought that it would be kind of cool if everybody did that because, like, I'm an amateur radio operator. I collect knives. I'm a steel nerd, which kind of goes back and forth between collecting knives and picks. Are all about the steel as well. It's kind of why I buy the picks that I do. Because I buy picks that are high quality 301 high yield steel, and then I buy picks as like the beater picks, that are in 301 high yield. Those I pretty much get exclusively from Southern Specialties because I prefer to give them my business because of how cool they are. But they're my beater picks. They're the ones that I use to pick handcuffs and to give away to people and to take out if I'm going to a picnic or whatever and I just want to take a couple walks in my pocket and some picks. I'll do that and I give them away a lot actually because anybody I talk to that's even remotely intrigued by picking locks, I give them stuff uh, to try out because we can't bring enough people into the hobby. Mr. Still Kicking. I like the dual content too. Um, kind of like Isamu Sushi and his um, Flipper Zero stuff. I think that it would help in several ways because one, it'll help us personally with our channel because having more than one kind of content will bring more than one kind of person to see your stuff. Um, plus, because I figure if I show a knife or two, there's a lot more knife guys out there than there are lock picking guys, so it'll help in that way. But also, when I was always interested in lock sport, but I never really got into it, bought tools and stuff like that as an adult. I was on a amateur radio stations channel. He's called the Smoking Ape, and he does a lot of the nerdy stuff, the electronic stuff, impedance, antenna building, and testing radios for spurious emissions and blah 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 blah. And he's a nerd just like me, but somehow or another, Southward sent him a lockpick set. I think it was Southward that sent it to him. It was Southward the set that he had, but I'm not sure if it was given to him by Southward or a distributor. Anyway, he showed it on his channel and did a review of picking some locks on his channel, and that's what got me back into lock sport, like actually buying tools and actually buying locks and stuff as an adult. So um, I figure maybe I can do the same thing. Put a couple knives on my channel, and maybe a knife collector will do it and be like, "Oh crap, man, lock picking's cool," and then there'll be a lock sporter too. P Dubs, your channel's very unique in that way, where you go out and seek out locks in the wild. Like I don't think it's cool. It would be might be difficult to do because I'm sure that it takes a lot more to do a video like that as opposed to sitting down like I do and just picking a lock or sitting down and doing some progressive pinning or you know whatever. But I'd still like to know a little other stuff about other people because all of us are definitely more than just lock sport. That's for sure. I do have some cool knives. I like them a lot, but I never spend a lot. on them. So my limit where I cut off is about $100. I'm not going to spend more than $100 on a knife usually. Now I did spend what $150 and then another $100 on my Hogue Deca in MagnaCut, and I did that just because I wanted to try out MagnaCut because I couldn't believe how everybody ranted and raved over how fantastic it was. And am I glad that I did it? Not really. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely not like crazy, like, oh my God, I'll never buy anything else ever again. It's not that good, but it's good. It's definitely good. Um, but, do I have any other knives here on the table? I think I might have. Yeah, I do. Got a Civivi Riffle, nice drop shutty uh, pocket knife. This was one of my very first ones, actually, in Sandvik 14C28N. I figure budget knives, they're good. You can get them for good prices. They work really good. And I'm gonna be honest with you, knives aren't like they used to be. Like when you used to get a knife from China, you knew that it was trash. You get a knife from China these days, and it's probably pretty good, actually, as long as you're getting it from a reputable Chinese OEM. Um, like this one, the CJRB was definitely made in China, but then like they made the steel here, sent the steel to China, and then sent the knife back here to be sold. So there's a lot of companies that are really good in that way. Civivi, uh, Kaiser. Um, oh, geez, Kaiser, Vosteed, Sativian's actually starting to grow on me a little bit. Um, they don't use super good stuff, but their knives are like $30, and they're not using D2. They're using either Sandvik 14C28N or um, uh, Bowler K110, which is kind of like D2, but made in Austria and it's far superior. My favorite blade steel was until today was, well, not true. It was Nitro V for a long time, which was made by New Jersey Steel Baron. Um, then I got this knife, and this became my favorite steel, the ARSF2. Um, the vanadium carbides, the vanadium content in a knife steel actually makes a really big difference with edge retention, which I enjoy a lot. But I think S90V is going to end up being my favorite steel in the end. I did a lot of research before I bought it, and then I saw CJRB did a Pyrite Light. They were selling these on Black Friday for like $25. Not this one, but the one with their ARRPM 9, the budget steel, for $25. Well, they put out this one, which is the light with a premium steel blade, and they're selling it on their site for $80. And you just can't buy an S90 steel blade anywhere else for $90, man. I mean, that's like, or it was $80, 79.99. That's just unheard of for that crucible steel. So I had to buy it. I'm a weirdo. So Wolfgang just said he got a headache, so he can't make it. So I guess I'm on my own this evening. Well, I'm really sucking today because I am not. I should have this lock open twice already. So just a heads up. The link is in the description if anybody wants to come join me. If not, it'll just be me talking to myself like a schizophrenic guy. Technically, I'm talking to you guys, but still a little schizo. Figure worst, I guess worst case, I can just freaking wrap her up early and actually eat dinner with my family for once. Uh, a lot of days are always freaking crazy because I work at my job till 2:30, and then I leave there and come home, and then I work from home from 3 to 4, and then immediately walk over and go live. I mean, literally, I close my computer, walk to the table, and press go live. Um, and then I'm on the live, till 6, 7, 8 o'clock sometimes. And around, half hour before I wrap it up for the day, I tell my wife, whisper over to her, get an order of pizza. And then she orders pizza, and 98% of the time they're done eating before I stop being live. So it would be kind of cool to eat with them for once. But the goal for today is to get open this on video, the ASA Maximum Plus Restricted. We'll see how that goes. Normally it goes very poorly because I I don't know. While I'm having like a conversational type talking, I don't feel like I'm concentrating enough to get open like a high security lock. Like if I am picking and just saying, click on one, click on two, it doesn't take really any thought as like in having a conversation. So I don't have that big of a problem. But like having a conversation, my mind wanders. Like I'm like thinking, concentrating, so my mind can't concentrate on the walk like it should. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, there's a big click there. Uh, Anybody do anything fun this week? Ooh, there we go. Open. Open sesame. Let's do one more warm-up walk. What do we want to pick next? Maybe a Gigi? GGP Extra? Yeah, let's do that. So I know that I asked, anybody do anything cool this week? Pick a new lock, get something cool, buy something. Did your Jimmy loans come in? Anything from the gallery? Oh, Dutch lock picker. I didn't notice you there. You kind of scrolled up to the top of the screen before I even saw it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. This me talking to myself is totally my fault because normally I send you know half a dozen people the link and like ask them, hey, are you going to show up so that I kind of have an idea of who's coming. I think the only person I sent it to this week was Wolfgang, and he just got sick, so that is on me. Oh, you know what I did? I sent it to Yabo too. I did send it to Yabo because I wasn't sure if he was going to be around. We had a cool live stream with him on Sunday where he brought his grandson, known as LPG, lock picking grandson. and he picked his first greenbelt lock on my stream. So that was pretty cool. It's funny because he's picking greenbelt locks. He's like 10, 9, and my son is stuck on yellow belt locks and he's 20. He doesn't practice though. So he's not, what would you call me? Autistically driven, I guess. Autistically driven. Like I'll sit and, what was I watching this week? I was watching The Flash, actually. The CW TV show, the series. I was binge watching The Flash while picking locks on the couch. And I just sit there with the vice on my lap and I just pick and pick and pick and pick. And my wife says, how are you picking locks for literally 8 hours straight? I said, well, because my mind isn't 100% focused on the lock. It's kind of just doing its thing and watching TV. So if I had to say what I was doing now, I'm watching TV and kind of picking locks. Because I kind of want to do that where I'm not focusing a lot on, like, what did I sit down with this week? I was doing this string, just Americans and Master 410s. So it's like 15 locks, and I would just sit there and just pick them over and over and over again while watching TV, just getting the muscle memory down. T Dubs is packaging up Parky locks this weekend. Crap. That means that I owe you some money. I do not know how much I owe you, though. Or are we paying the person who's distributing them here? Or do we have to pay you both? I'm not sure. I'll have to hit you up on Discord. Bumpy says he'll be in around the same time he usually is, well, that's good. At least I'll only be talking to myself for an hour or so. Oh man, what am I doing here? Let's grab a deeper hook. I'll tell you, I really love Jimmy's gems. They really are the bomb diggity. Looking forward to getting them in 15 thou too. It's not like I don't have other picks in 15 thou, but I don't have any gems in 15, none at all. All my gems are either 23 or 20. So I have a lot of, most of my gems are bare bones. Um, I have those in 23 and 20, or 23 and 19, whatever it is. And then I have the Jimmy's in 19. It's going to be cool to have some thin bullets I can use on some of the higher security, thinner, paracentric stuff. Mm, that was a big old click on 3. Yeah, I'm actually down with you sending it here as a bulk package and then have somebody here distribute it. I think that everybody will save money if we do it that way, and it will save you a sharp pile of headaches, I think, being able to package up like a couple big boxes and then just send it. Because I'm very close to Lady Locks, actually. She's probably 20 miles from here, maybe not even. Um, but I'm really close to that woman who fell into the sinkhole. That's only like 4 miles from my house. Um, it is still going. Still haven't found her yet. It's really sucky. I mean, there's a lot of old mines around where I live, like the whole western Pennsylvania, just because it was like, coal town after coal town after coal town. Um, but it's definitely scary. You can walk outside and just the earth just open up and freaking swallow you. That's pretty freaking nuts. And that is exactly what happened. She went out with her granddaughter. She left the granddaughter in the back seat of the car to go out and yell for her cat. She stepped out of the car, walked 10 feet away from her car, and the ground opened up and swallowed her. Just crazy. Just crazy. And she's been down there since, what, 5 p.m. on Sunday. 5 p.m. on Sunday. So she was there all night, Sunday night into yesterday morning when they started looking for her, like 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday. And so Sunday night, 5 p.m. to now it's Tuesday at almost 5 p.m. So it's been 48 hours. It's just scary as hell. I have a couple holes in my yard, but those are from trees that they cut down in the past that they didn't do a good job of getting rid of the stump. It is what it is. They did come fix one last year though, so guess you can't complain about everything. They did come get my leaves too. That was pretty outstanding, but they did a crap job of it. And there's still a bunch of they waited a day longer than they should have, and the wind kind of blew, you know, 50 pounds of them back into my yard. So I have to go back out again and get the latest dumping. And now they're done coming, so I'm gonna have to actually bag them or throw them in a garbage can and drag them out into the woods and dump them. Anybody picking anything, doing anything, got anything going on your channel, doing anything new, anything I should know about? I do have to do some giveaway videos, I think. Who's doing giveaway right now that I got to do a video for? Doc Machina, I know I got to do one for. I think Dots Locks, I think I have to do one for him. I think that might be all that I can remember. But I'll tell you, especially weeks like this that I do two lives. I did the Sunday live and then today live. It's hard to do anything else, man. It really is. Sitting down and picking on stream. My Sunday stream was like 5 hours long. It was crazy. open, open, open. That's the thing about this particular lock. It's GGP Extra, which is a lock that has really deep, almost spool-like serrated pins. Um, but it also has what's called overmilling, which gets you into that spot where I just was, where you feel everything and everything kind of feels picked. Um, but you just got to keep bumping things until you can knock everything out of that overmilling until it opens, like it just did. But it's a super, super fun lock, I'll tell you. Super fun. The only lock I think I've ever had that had overmilling was the Goal Z has overmilling. I don't know if the Goal P has overmilling or not. I can't remember. But overmilling's cool. I mean, it was one of the things that kept me out of the Goal Z for a long time. Was picking and picking and picking, kind of over picking the lock. Because once you pick everything to where you think everything is out of the counter milling, you gotta relax and small movements, because if you have all your pins in the overmilling and you get a little too rambunctious, a little too you know what's the word for it? A little too enthusiastic about pushing up on a pin, you will overset all day long. So once you got things into the overmilling, you kind of gotta back down on the movements and just tiny movements and small increments. Oh, let's try and pick the asa now. Am I missing something? No. Okay, nobody's talking, which is fine. I can do the lion's share of the conversation. I was like, oh man, I haven't looked at the chat for a long time. I bet you people are not talking at all. Okay, cool. I need. It's weird. The ASA Maximum Plus Restricted is a very fun lock. It took a long time for me to kind of get an idea of what I needed to do inside of that lock. But it's like it's a pretty high security lock. It's a little nuts. Um, but there's only one particular pick that I feel good about picking it with, and that's a bare bones, which is weird. Figured out I was over there. So you in my collection. This is for not food for anybody else. So we have this one. Yeah. This is a petrified fish beluga. This is in Polar K110. Really nice front flipper lock, or you can flip it with the reverse flip with the Polar. So this is Polar K110, kind of like D2. Really nice knife. This one, yeah. CJLRB Echo. Really nice. This one, CJLRB Corona. This one's really cool too. It's got like a hollow grind on the flat part of the panto, and then on the tip, it's got a flat stone. So it's compound ground. Very cool, mate. It just so happened I had these stacked up over on my paper that I keep my other box in. Keep them inside well. These are my bare bones that I use on a daily basis. So I use the Jade Gem. That's this one, Kelly. I think this one is either the diamond or the sapphire. Use that one, and then the one of the flattest with the fingers. But I like using this one here because it's a gem, kind of, but it's a little flat as well. And it's like a crowbar. It's so freaking, the shank is so tall. Really something. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Charles Watt? Okay. Big Ed would chat, but I'm elbows and assholes up to chicken and dressing. I need to unpack that sentence because I'm not sure if I'm chicken and dressing. So are we talking chicken and stuffing? Are we talking chicken and like dressing, like ranch dressing? Mr. Stewie Stew. Well, I appreciate you being here, Stu. Just a heads up, if anybody wants to come in, since I'm sitting and picking, I will not see anybody try and come in. So if anybody wants to come in, the link is in the description of the video. Just give me a holler in the chat so that I know to stand up to let you in. Because I can't see it's on the screen of my phone. Okay, 6. I'm gonna skip 5. And 4 maybe. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 4. I wish I had something already. Maybe I did. My sound got screwy. Or maybe I just stopped talking long enough to. Sometimes it's weird whenever you're talking to yourself. You don't enunciate well. Check my settings and make sure that my levels are good. Check, 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 check. Hello, 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 radio. Check, check. Hello, hello, radio. Hello, radio. hello, hello, check, 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 hello. Or finding heavily my dog being obnoxious. Okay. Finding heavily, click there. I just caught myself doing it again where I was talking very low. 3, 2 binding, 1 nothing. 6 is a click. This thing acts super papered at the beginning, stage 1. 3, 2, and 1. Nothing on 6. That time. So making some kind of progress. Nothing on 4 that time. 3 with a click. Nothing on 2. Click on 1. Nothing on 6. Nope, 4's not ready. Nothing on 3. 2. 6, 4. 3, 2, 1. 6, 4. 3, 2. There we go. I just felt it click and a little tiny core movement, which means that we are now in stage number 2. At this point, I want to reset my function. Okay, good. Alright. If I didn't drop anything just now. We'll click on 2. That feels springy now. So 6 doesn't feel ready. 5 not ready. Alright, we'll click on 4. Nothing there. 3 is still set actually. The dog is being obnoxious. But there's nothing I can do about it because I am stage 2 on this walk and I don't want to start over. Okay, so nothing on 6, nothing on 5, 4, nothing. So 1. We'll click on 6. 5, nothing. Alright, where are we here? Nothing on 6. Nothing on 5. Give it test number 4. 6. Oh, yeah. Now I know why the dog's barking. Remember, I told you that I was going to send my wife to go get pizza later. Well, she went and got pizza already. I can smell it. So dog's in a crate, and she's eating pizza in front of him. So he's going frickin' bananas. Like, I don't blame her. I like crating him when I'm eating too because he just sits there and like just burns the flesh off your bones with his gaze. Just you know that he wants food, but he won't beg for it. All right, so what the heck's going on here? What? I don't feel anything now. 1. There's a little click on 4. There's a little click on 2. Nothing on 5. Nothing on 4. It's springy. 3 feels. Okay, 6. What the heck is? Why is this not opening? Oh my goodness. I didn't feel anything over set, so I think that I'm still in the. No, I just dropped something. That was my bad. Let's start over. Click on 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. By the way, here I'm skipping number 5. You can't touch number 5 while you're in stage number 1 on this, or you will overset it. Just a weird idiosyncrasy of this lock. It's a super low pin. It's already in the milling. So you gotta kind of leave it there until you get everything else in the milling. All right. Click on 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. 2, 1, 6. 4.
Why are you 7 years old and 125 pounds? Their parents' fault.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, 6, 4. Oh, somebody's trying to come in. Need to... Bumpy, what the heck's going on, bro?
Hey Ray, how's everything going?
Not too bad. I'm struggling. I struggle on camera with this lock because I am talking, so I'm not focusing like I should. So I
Oh
think that
yeah.
this just might be because I can open it all day long, sitting on the couch. It's when I sit down with the camera going and I try talking through the lock. I think it's going to be like I'm going to have to do a video just to like get credit for it, where I don't say anything.
Oh yeah.
That, and I think that I might be screwing myself by picking it on the couch because the angle is different. Like the way I'm holding the lock and the tensioner. Because normally I have the vise sitting in my lap.
Oh, that would definitely do it.
Yeah, I think I may need to just stop doing that. I think I might be screwing myself. There. 6 just broke loose. 4, 3. Did you get yours on video yet? All 6?
No, I haven't worked on that with the video yet. I want to practice a little bit more before I record that video.
Well, I already did.
I kind of feel you there. Because if you're not, you could definitely pick at this lock for 15 minutes and not get it if you're, not up on your practice.
Oh yeah.
It's that where it's acting like tapered pins. It takes a long, good while if you're not, really picking at it. Come on, go. 6, 4, 3, 2. You hear the craziness that's happening in my neck of the woods?
Oh yeah. That was something. That lady in the sinkhole, and have they found her
Yep.
yet, or?
They have not found her yet.
Oh jeez.
It's been 48 hours actually, basically right now.
Ooh. That's not a good situation.
Not at all. It's actually, it's pretty scary actually, just to think that because there were mines like all over Western Pennsylvania here where I live. So
Yeah.
it's actually like it's not like super common, but it definitely happens where like a sinkhole will just open up. Just the thought of like getting out of your car and you just walking and the ground just disappearing below your feet. Like that's
Yeah,
pretty messed up.
that is. Yeah, especially in the
Hey,
mining area and all that. Yeah, that's definitely a big risk in those areas.
yep. We got butter cookies in the chat. How's it going, cooks? I just get something guaranteed. You know what? Have you ever tried picking it counterclockwise?
Yes, that's actually how I picked mine open.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I found that the counterclockwise gave me better feedback. than Clockwise did.
Okay. We're gonna
Also
give it
gave
a
me a little
shot.
bit more control. I think they need to reclassify the Avis 7240s as blue belt locks rather than the green belt. These guys give me a ton of trouble.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I have more. They are. I think they are harder than the American 1100s. I do.
I want to get better with the Yale keyway, so I've gotten to a point where it's like, okay, I'm going to sit down. I've got 6 of the 7240s here. I'm like, I'm going to work on getting to get these guys open better. So I got all of them with the exception of this orange one here open, at least once. But yeah, it's the Avis for some reason with the Yale keyway. The Yale keyway just hates me.
I feel you there, bro. I have a bunch of locks here with Yale Keyway. Actually, it was just a handful that I grabbed to set down. Every one of them has a Yale Keyway to it. Pick this. Yeah.
I kind of forgot it was Wednesday. This week has just been so insane. And then I
It
got
really does. It sneaks up on you.
Oh yeah. And then at work, I've been trying to get some user accounts in order and all that. I got to manually go through about 1,200 accounts in order to check access and all that. It's like, yeah, I wish we would automate the process, but can't do that yet.
I'm actually really lucky. We were planning on upgrading our ERP system this week. Actually, over Thanksgiving break, we were gonna transfer the data from our current ERP to the new one, but it wasn't ready, so we postponed it to Christmas break now. We'll copy over the servers to the new system. I'm good because there's always like some kind of like bump in the road or crappy things that you didn't think of whenever you're changing over systems.
Oh yeah.
Because we're going from like, oh god, I think it's like version 10 to like version 14. It's like a really big jump.
Oh yeah, and those never go smoothly.
What version are we on?
Or rarely go smoothly.
Yeah, now I'm curious what version we're actually on right now. What freaking version?
Unfortunate kind of in my position, I'm more of a developer, so I don't do much with like the system upgrades or a lot with like the user accounts or anything like that. But there are a couple of systems. I used to work in customer support. So there are a couple of systems that kind of got brought over when I moved from customer support to our solutions team. And so it's like, yeah, our Adobe system's one of them. And it's like every year I gotta go through all the Adobe access for all the users and see how they're using it and reconcile it and make sure that everybody's licensed properly and that we're under the red line and all that fun stuff.
Goody. Yeah, we're going from version 8.03 to 11.0.
Well, good luck with that. I hope everything goes smooth with that.
That's the thing. There are just certain functionalities that aren't working. And, I go on every day and I check them just because I have both of them running. I have the system, the current ERP system, and then I have the new one running in Pilot also, so that I can go in and like check functionality and stuff like that. And it's like it fails every single day. It's like, do you really need that function? It's like, yeah, I really need that function.
Oh, I know how that one is. That's that's the kind of stuff that I deal with more, and with our project related work, user wants functionality in the process, so it's up to me to figure out how to do it and how to pull it off, and then to pull it off half the time. So it's like,
All right, Noel asked a question. What lock am I working on? Are you asking what lock I'm struggling with, or what lock I'm actually picking right now? Because they are different. Oh, my butthole dog.
I'm gonna let you out in a minute.
oh,
Like,
he's just saying hi. Saying hi to everybody in chat and everybody on your stream.
That's it. There we go. Open.
Yay!
Okay, in that case, both. So the one that is fighting me on video is the ASA Maximum Plus Restricted. It's just 6 ASA barrel pins with countermilling. So it's basically like an ASA 600 with barrels. The one that I just picked is an ASA 700 with 4 gin spools. So it's the red belt variety of that particular lock. Let's pick a Ruco.
Yeah, I just ordered a bunch of new locks, so kind of getting excited to get my hands on them.
What'd you order?
I ordered the Dempo set from the Lockpickers bench.
Okay,
Because I
so
did order.
you got the multi-pick one.
From multi-pick, I did get a Dempo set. I did get and I'm loading up so I can remember which one I got. I didn't get like the most expensive one. I got a starter set. It's the let's see here.
Okay, so it's like the one with the two pick handles and like 6 tips or whatever.
Yeah. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Honest Dawn handles I got if I don't like the multi-pick handles. So I got that. And then I got the lock Dempo set through the Lockpickers bench. He's got the 3 Dempo locks: the green belt, blue belt, and purple belt one. So I did that, and then I also ordered off of eBay. I'm trying to remember. I gotta go and see which one I ordered. It's been a crazy day. I got a ASA twin high security lock with gen spools in it.
Okay, I think I know who you bought that from because he has like 3 of that same lock.
Yeah, I got it from Cosmic.
Yep, that's exactly.
It doesn't have a key to it, but I wanted to get a lock that had gen so I could start practicing some of those. And then I've been eyeing. There's a Asus Desmo that I've been eyeing, but I don't want to do that one quite yet because that's a slider. But Cosmic has a goal that he's got it as he doesn't know what the model is. It's
Yeah, that's so funny.
for $25, which I've been kind of tempted to get. I don't know what model it is. I think it's a it's a 5-pin.
Why did you tell me before? I've been asking you.
So
Yes, I've been tempted to go with something like that.
I have the identical 3 locks. Well, 2 of the locks are identical that I have in my basket right now on eBay. I have the twin with pins, and then I have the unnamed goal, and then he has goal U as well.
Yeah.
But I've been holding off because I kind of really want another goal Z black belt version, and I've just been looking and looking and looking and not finding and not finding and not finding. But I've been kind of waiting to hopefully get one. So every time I think about buying locks, I think, well, maybe what if the Goal Z comes in and I gotta freaking buy it in a hurry. I need to save some money.
Oh yeah. The I've been wanting to find a red belt lock. So I don't have any red belts in my collection yet. But finding those are a bit hard on eBay. I'm finding I gotta outreach via the bazaar here and see if I can find some.
I got my first red belt locks from the bazaar. I got them from what was it, Lock Picking Fisherman, I think it is. He has locks, and that was when I ordered. Actually, it's these ones right here. I ordered this, the ASA 700 with tapered pins. That's a 7-pin blue belt lock to learn tapers. Then I ordered the ASA 600 with gins. That's a 6-pin gin spool lock, and that's a red belt. And I got that to learn gins. And then he also sells the ASA 700 with Christmas trees. So he carries a lot of these Scandinavian ovals.
Awesome.
Yep, those are good red belt locks. And this one actually is a red belt lock too. You can get these also. This is a ASA 700 that has 4 gins in it, 3 tapered pins.
Actually, it looks like
Does anybody want a dog? Anybody want a dog?
Actually, I think
Promise
I'm
he's
going
a
to
good
send an
boy.
email right now because I found a ASA 600. I've been wanting to get one of those. I have some extra funds, so I think I'm going to email this guy and see if I can get one.
They were a lot of fun. It was my very first red belt lock I ever picked. Like, first thing with gins, first red belt lock. I was like, I think that literally the same week I picked my first blue belt lock was the same week that I picked that red belt 600. Okay, let's try this. Nola, I have not touched your challenge lock all week. I've just not had the time. But I'll make the time. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me.
All right. Email sent.
Good luck, my friend.
I gotta say, last week I kind of find it funny in a way because we got talking about YouTube videos and openings and all that, and I got talking about how I don't edit my videos. Couldn't sleep that night, so I upgraded my Microsoft Clipchamp and made an opening for my YouTube channel.
There you go.
Actually, it worked pretty well using Clipchamp. They got a bunch of stock images, stock videos that you can use. So it took me maybe an hour and a half to develop the that opening I did on it. They made it really nice and easy. I gotta give Microsoft some kudos on that.
Yeah, I thought about doing an opening video too. The software that I use on my phone, CapCut, has. I got the paid version of it, and it has like some AI stuff that you can use to make. It has templates and all that stuff like that I know nothing about, but I'm assuming that it's pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah, companies are starting to really push on making software like that real easy and straightforward to use. What I like about the Microsoft one is if you have a Windows computer, it comes free on any Windows device. And then there's a paid version that you can get that does 4K and gives you access to a bunch of stock videos, imagery, music. Also cloud storage, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Which for me is important because I think I've got, what's my current? I've got 8 terabytes on this computer and 6 of them are being used.
Oh, baby. Yeah, it seems like you need to upgrade here.
I do a lot of photography, computer games.
Luco 500 with gens open.
Awesome.
Try next.
Green one's giving me problems.
Kind of want to try this, but I don't think I'm ready.
What's that?
A Miwa U9 black belt lever lock.
Yeah, I got one of those. I have no idea how to start tackling it, though.
Well, I did open it the other day. Just for 2 reasons. One was I wanted to make sure that it wasn't mastered in any way. So I opened it up for that. And while I had it opened and had a key in my hand, I went and determined what side the levers are on. So, like, I got a lever 1 is on the left, so it's left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left. So there's only 3 levers on the left and 6 levers on the right. So at least I have kind of a map in my head of where things are supposed to be, so that at least I'm not picking, warding or dead space or anything stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely set. I got stuff going on here. What is happening? Okay, there's only 3 levers on the left. There's one in the back, very back. And there's one in the middle. One's right here. That was loud. Wow. Back to the right. Jay Gabe says he's got a few irons in the fire. Freaking amen, brother. I never have time to do anything. I've been kicking this freaking Jimmy Long's review down the road for like a week and a half now. I just never have fucking time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I want to do it, but it's like, every time I want to, it's like I'm either too freaking tired, my back hurts, I got something else going on. One of the kids are yelling at my kids are yelling at each other, and my dogs are freaking, got the zoomies and they're running around. There's always something.
Yeah, I got a tensioner video that I want to do, and I've taken a stab at trying to record it about 30 times now, and it's just one video that I am having a heck of a time getting together. I got too much in it that I want to talk about, but I don't want to break it up into parts. So I'm trying to keep things nice and condensed. I'm going through the different tensioners I've got in my collection, kind of talking about the different styles and uses. I may break it up into sub videos, and I've got orange belt video in my lockpicking series that I want to do, but for some reason that one's giving me a lot of problems recording.
That's it, man. It's like, God, it's like, I always said it, that I tell my wife all the time. It's like, YouTube is like a job. It really is. You really have to like make the time to do it, and it's like, it takes freaking a lot of time. Like just
Oh yeah.
responding to comments will take you a couple of hours a week. It's just like, holy crap. And then you got to be, uh, everybody else has a live. You got to go make an appearance. You got to watch other people's videos. It's like, it's definitely a job, kind of keeping up with everything that's going on. Like, what was I doing this week that I was watching videos, and then I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, who I haven't seen for a long, long time? Zaphod Beeblebrox. I'm bummed because his videos were hilarious.
Not familiar with him.
Yeah, he was around for a little while, and he did videos that he didn't talk in it. So he just it was just a hands only video, but he had uh, text go across the screen, and he
All
was
right.
really funny, really funny.
I have to go check him out.
Yeah, Zaphod Beeblebrox. But I haven't seen anything new from him for like a long time. I haven't seen it pop up. I don't know if the algorithm just pulled us apart or if he kind of dropped off. I know how easy it is to like not have time to do shit.
Oh yeah. Ah. Had to go to the hospital this morning because I've been having an outbreak of hives. It's like, yeah.
Oh no, everything's all right though, right?
Oh yeah, just allergic to stress.
Huh. Allergic to stress. Well, that sucks. Well, I wish I had that diagnosis, and I could go into work and be like, "Sorry, can't do that. I'm allergic to stress." Shut up.
A cat in the background?
That was my cat.
What kind of cat do you got?
It's just a black short hair cat.
Black kitties are
Oh,
always
he's
the nicest.
she's absolutely right. He is a tuxedo. She is. Jeez. I'm always getting all bent out of shape because I'm making mistakes. She's like, it's a tuxedo and it's a sheep.
I got one, and we were actually not planning on getting a cat. But a few winters ago, somebody abandoned a bunch of kittens in our area. And we noticed one hiding under our dining room. Our dining room was an enclosed porch that we converted into a room. And so we coaxed her into the garage, and she adopted us, and she's been a great companion for the past 9 years.
Oh, that's good. See, her, we rescued her from like a shelter, and we
Ah,
got her when we lived in an apartment still. And then when we bought this place that I live in now, we actually it was the first place I've ever actually bought and like owned where I live. So I was talking with my wife. We bought it. And it was like, you know, oh, do you want to start moving stuff in? And I'm like, yeah, we'll start moving stuff in. She's like, well, we'll make sure to take our beds and stuff last. And I'm like, you know what? We own this place. Like, why don't we do what like a 6-year-old would do, and we'll go get some pillows and blankets, and we'll sleep in our new house. Um, she's like, okay, we'll do that. So we went and got blankets and pillows, and we slept on the floor of our new house. And I woke up the next morning and went to work, and my went there, and like a half an hour later, I get a phone call, and it's my wife, and she's just frantic, going insane. She's like, oh my God, these hurt so bad. You need to come home. She got to come home. She's hurt so bad. So of course, I get in the car and I come home, and my cat was skewered on the handle from one of my cabinets. So she tried to
oh,
jump up the cabinet from something. I'm not sure what she tried to jump from and onto, but she ended up landing on one of these and came down, and it stabbed into her stomach and sliced across, and she was hanging off of the,
ow.
the handle. So, my son, who was here with us, he had her pinned up against, and he didn't know what to do, so he just kind of held her and pet her and tried to keep her calm until I got here. So I got here and I lifted her up off of it, and she of course took off and ran away. So I had to go, find her and calm her down and say, "Let me see, see you, make sure you're okay." And she of course was not okay. She had a big, 5-inch gash right across her abdomen. So we took her to the emergency hospital, and they did surgery to, stitch her back up and stitch her muscles back together and all that stuff that they did. So they did that, and then I came home from doing that, and I took every cabinet handle off and put them in a drawer and put knobs on.
Ow! I hope the kitty healed well.
She did. That's like what I said, because it costs like $1,000 to have this cat stitched back up. So I always made the joke because they shaved her and stitched her, and whenever the stitches were done, you literally can't even see a scar. I'm like, if anything ever happens to me, that's the surgeon I want, because it was
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, zero scar. You cannot even tell that it had happened.
Lucky kitty.
I know. Well, that's what he said. He said that because she's a pretty fat kitty, and he said that if she wasn't so chunky, that it probably would have killed her because
Ooh.
her guts would have spilled out.
Ooh.
Yep, exactly. That was my very first day in my very first home that I bought. Yeah, she's like scarred now, and she just stays in the kitchen all the time. It's like her own little house, and she never leaves it. And it is what it is. Which is weird because she got hurt in the kitchen, but now she doesn't leave the kitchen. So I guess it could be the dogs. Now that I think about it, I never really thought about it before. Chunky saves the kitty. That is for sure. Big old fatty.
Come on.
But yeah, I moved into my house, and then my wife's like, "You promised if we, bought a house that you would get me a dog." So we got a dog. We went out to the Amish, and we got a dog. Brought her home, and right after we brought her home, my sister's dog got pregnant, and she convinced me to take a dog from her litter, and the dog that I wanted was like really close with one of her uh, brothers, and we ended up taking both of them because we didn't have the heart to separate them. So now I have 3 dogs and 1 cat. 50% of the time, I want to open the front door and let them go, and the other 50% of the time, I love them more than anything. Funny how that works, right?
Oh yeah. And with our cat, she's an indoor cat because we had to get her declawed because my mom's got an immune system issue, and I got partial, so she's an indoor kitty. But she loves staying out in our garage, and she'll drive me crazy because we'll go to leave the house and she'll beeline it into the garage. It's like, trying to get her out of the garage can be a fun project inside itself.
Yeah, my cat's an inside cat too. We did not get her declawed, but um, she never goes out. She would never go outside. She's such a fraidy cat. Um, but that's okay. Hmm, what is the problem here? It's funny. My cat is a black tuxedo cat, and then all 3 of the dogs are uh, have the same um, like color pattern, Like my cat has the black with the white spot on their chest, and my two pit bulls are black with a white spot on their chest. And then I have a golden retriever Anatolian shepherd mix that is a black dog with a tiny white spot on their chest. It's hilarious. All three of them, or all four of them, have the exact same color pattern.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, my one pit bull has a white beard and two white paws too, but it's close enough. Okay. This lock is fighting me something fierce here.
Relax, let me get your colors. Here. Relax. No running.
Yeah, she's a good kitty, and she pretty much has a kitchen to herself too, because she has like my kitchen's pretty big, so it's like a kitchen dining room combo, and she technically has all of her stuff in the dining room part, and because we never eat at the dining room table, that's where I'm picking right now, and behind me is her, kitty tower thing that she sleeps in and climbs on. The litter box is next to that, so. She definitely earns her keep though, because um, we had a mouse last winter somehow or another found its way inside, and she is a good mouse killing cat. Let's put it that way.
And my cat won't do that.
Yeah, mine is she's a hunter all day long. Yep. We woke up one morning and it was just sitting in the doorway of the kitchen.
Come on, buddy.
This is like a little gift. Like, hey,
Lexi.
I found this. I think I'd give it to you.
Lexi, there's food over here. Lexi.
Okay, thank you so much.
Your food,
You
right here.
get some extra wet food today. Good girl. Nothing since then, though, so that's good. It's funny how mice find their way in.
Oh yeah.
Trying to pick the kitchen sink here, and it's fighting me something. Fighting me like crazy.
Go poop if you have to poop.
I love this lock though. The UAP that I call the kitchen sink.
Lexi. Lex.
My computer is dying.
There's food right here.
How much battery we got left? 18%. So we're gonna stay on here until my battery dies. What does that sound? How's that sound to you?
It sounds good to me.
Whenever it comes up and says 5%, we'll just start wrapping her up. Hopefully it's before this that I get this lock open. Or after. Hopefully it's after I get this lock open.
Fucking dog. You trying to piss me off? You're fucking doing an awesome job.
Lexi, go lay down. She's looking at me over the gate to the kitchen, like she's looking at me, asking permission to jump over it. Like, no, go lay down. No.
All right.
Hmm. This lock is just not cooperating.
Yeah, I have a few of those.
You missed my metallurgy talk at the beginning of the live today. Me and
Oh, really?
yeah, me and Not Too Dead were talking about knives and steels, and
Very
'cause
cool.
I do a lot of stuff with heat treatment for tool and die stuff at my work, so I know a good bit about heat treating stuff like that, and I like to collect knives too. So it obviously kind of spilled over, and I started, wanting to get different steels from different companies and see what the heat treats are on them, what Tester Rockwell, and getting different stuff. But I pretty much resigned myself to I'm only buying budget knives because I don't really want to spend more than $100 or $120 on a knife. It's a lot of money to spend on something like that. So um, I found a company this past week that was they put out a budget lightweight variety of their knife, the CJRB Pyrite. They put out a lightweight budget version, but they also put out a lightweight version in a premium super steel. So I couldn't help myself but to buy it. So it's a Crucible CPM S90V.
Very
We
cool.
were talking about heat treatment, and they put chromium in it to make it stainless, but then during the heat treatment, the chromium turns into chromium carbide, and if you add vanadium, then you'll have chromium vanadium carbides, which are very hard and they hold an edge real good. Blah 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 blah. And down the rabbit hole we went. That's me. I'm kind of a geek in that way.
Yeah, I got a couple blades I want to pick up at some point, but I decided this month to buy a couple new of the new lock picks and all that. I got the multi-pick Dimples, but I also picked up the jackknife from Mookie.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yep.
you're gonna like that. It's nice.
I decided to order one of those. I also ordered some of the tension blanks from Moki. I got a few weeks ago. I got a set, the blank set from Moki, and I really like the tension blanks that Moki has. So I wanted to get a second set just so that I had extras, so I can make my own tensioning tools because I really like the steel that he uses for that. And then I also picked up the another multi pick jackknife because I want one that I can change the blades on. I can't change the blades on this guy because I stripped the threading on it.
Okay.
I also wanted one that had regular profiles in it, so picked up a couple of those. And so yeah, I'm eagerly waiting. I also picked up the rakes from multi-pick from Knocknoob.
Oh, so you got the Abona and the whatever the other one is.
Yep. And the dental pick.
Nice.
'cause that's one of my favorite profiles.
That is one of the ones that I carry in my pocket all the time with me. Is the Moki jackknife. Technically, I carry these three. I don't know why, but they're all good for like specific things. Like the
Yep.
Moki's really fun to sit down and just pick a padlock with or whatever. It's fine for that. The Covert Instruments Slim Pickens, I put the Riv pick in, and this has some cool tension tools in it, and it's also cool to kind of pick padlocks and stuff with. And then the Swick. The Swick, I can pick freaking anything with it. It is just so well thought out. I can't believe the guy doesn't sell, freaking 1,000 of these a year. I can't believe it. But
Yeah, I want to pick
they're
one of those up
expensive,
at
but
some point.
God, they're so nice. I'll tell you what. The only thing that I wish different is that he would allow you to choose your pick profile.
Yeah.
Because right now I had to buy the $80 jackknife or the $90 jackknife and the $30 extra picks so that I could use half the picks from one and half the picks from the other. That stinks. I wish he would
Yes,
just allow you to choose what picks you want and then you could get those.
yeah, see, that's what I liked about the multi-pick jackknife is that you can get a bunch of different profiles with it and easily change them. The only thing that I didn't like about the multi-pick is that the aluminum or the body is aluminum, so it was really easy to strip the thread on this if you over tighten the hinge bolt here. But yeah, these
Yeah,
are the ones I carry with me. I got that. I've got the jackknife from Southern Specialties. And I actually replaced the diamond. He has this profile. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. It's one of the Euro profiles that's kind of like the elephant trunk slash monkey paw, but it has a bump on the bottom of it. And that bump was driving me crazy. So I took my Dremel and I ground that off. And so I have this nice little hook pick in that. So let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit on that. I kind of did that custom and all that. Change the focus here. So I use this guy a lot. And then I have the other profiles that he included on that. So this one I used quite a bit. I like this, and this one's good. Actually, the ball pick is really good when it comes to handcuffs and all that. And then I've got the two Covert Instruments. I've got Covert Companions. I got one that's got everything in it pretty much. And then I've got the slim pickings, but what I did with my slim pickings is I've got the Genesis picks in here that are the 25,000s and then the 20,000s. And then I did the Riz pick in this one. So yeah, these I throw in my bag when I travel and all that, and get me through a lot of what I'm picking.
Yep, it's nice. I like having a jackknife in my pocket, and then you can just like grab two padlocks and just put them in your bag or whatever, and you can just pick if you're bored or my wife goes in to go clothes shopping or whatever. I can just pick a lock in the car or whatever.
Yep. It's like I gotta go to Boston on Friday. Because my mom's got a doctor's appointment up there. So while we're in the waiting room, I'll just sit in the waiting room and pick locks and have fun and hopefully spark up a conversation. It's actually kind of amazing how many conversations I sparked up in the waiting rooms of various clinics and that.
Yep, that definitely happens. And I'll tell you, that short hook that you made yourself, that looks a lot like Covered Instruments. It's a really nice looking hook.
Yeah. You mean with
Real
the
nice looking hook.
jackknife there?
Yep. Yeah, the one that you had in the Southern Specialties jackknife.
Yep.
That was a
Yeah,
good looking
that's
hook.
let's see here. That was the let me
Lay down.
specialties. The pocket pick sets, single picks. Which one was that? That was the 7E. Yeah, so that was the Euro notch fulcrum lifter. And I didn't like the bump that he had on the bottom of it, so I just ground that off. And the profile that he had at the pick head there was really nice, and I actually use that quite a bit because it's a nice little replacement for like my monkey paw or the elephant trunk. I actually kind of like it a lot better than the elephant trunk in some ways.
Yeah, the elephant trunk has its place, but it's a little weird sometimes. Actually, I have one right here. I was using it earlier. Um, it would almost be cool if they had another variety that was more horizontal. You know what I mean, with the notch kind of facing upward instead of forward.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the big problem that I had with it was because I really like the Sparrow Monkey Paws because the notches on the it's a flat hook with a notch on it.
Yep.
And so hold on, give me 1 second.
There we go. That was a big click. Forward move.
All right, I gotta step away from the computer real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep, good deal. Do I know about CPM Crewwear? I do know about Crewwear. What the heck was that knife I was going to buy in Crewwear, but I never did buy it. The only super steels I've ever owned before was CPM Magna Cut and M390, which is basically the same as 204P or CPM 20CV. I was looking, actually, just last week, I almost bought a knife. Close, because that's the danger of PayPal paying for. I was looking at a Spyderco Sage 5 G10 version in CPM Rex 121. It's just, oh god, it's such a nice knife. But, I think it was a special that they were running. I think it was like $280 or something, which is a crap ton of money. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the kind of knife that you buy and you sharpen it like twice a year. It makes this CPM 90V seem like small potatoes. And this here, you probably go 2 or 3 months without sharpening it, depending on what you're doing. You're just opening boxes, cutting up cardboard and stuff. It should stay sharp for a long, long time. I don't do anything crazy with sharpening either. I use a Work Sharp Precision Adjust, and I use what is it? A 320 grit, then a 600 grit. Then I put it on. I have 2 strops that I use. I have one that I just use to yank the burr off, and then I have the other one for polishing. So I use this one here. This one I scraped off their polishing compound and put on, I think it's nine microns. Let's find out. I can look right now because it's right over here. Where is my diamond at? Where's my diamond?
All right, I am back.
Aha! I found it. I found it, I say.
What'd you find?
I was saying about how I sharpen. I don't do anything special, but I get pretty good edges on stuff. So I use Worksharp Precision Adjust. It's a fixed angled sharpener. And then I have on this drop here, yeah, this is 9 micron diamond on that one. And then I finish up with 3 micron diamond on this one.
Very cool.
Yep. That's the thing. It's not even worth getting a cool knife if you're not going to learn how to put a good edge on it.
That's one thing that I always have had a hard time with my hands is hand sharpening knives. I use Tumbler for sharpening mine, and that works really good.
Oh yeah, I don't hand sharpen because, well, I mean it's kind of by hand, but it's not really by hand. Oh yeah, it is a fixed angle system. It looks like
Oh
that.
yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
I mean, these things are only like $60. Like it's so cheap. Like it's so easy to put like a wicked edge on something with it.
Let
So
me grab my sharpener.
why not?
Because you'll get a kick out of this one.
I just dropped my tensioner and now I can't find it. Huh.
I keep tripping over my headphone cable. All right, yeah. So I got this sharpener here, which is really nice. So you put the knife on this magnetic holder, which holds it at the different degrees that you would want. And
Okay.
then,
That's a drum.
yep, it's a drum sharpener. So you just roll it back and forth like this in a really nice smooth action. And it puts a wicked edge on the knives and all that. I've been very, very happy with it. And it makes it really easy for me because then I don't have to worry about, the angling or anything like this. It's just a simple back and forth. The only thing that drives me crazy with this system is on small knives. Like if I grab one of my throwing knives here, it's you can see, the holder's a little big, so you got to be a little careful when you're doing the smaller knives with it. But what you can do is if it's a pocket knife, you can put your finger under it, and then you can sharpen it. If it's a double edge, then you're going to have a bit more fun with it. But and I'm terrible with throwing knives, by the way.
Aren't we all? I can't say that I know anybody who's really good at it, but we all own them. That was me just throwing a piece of pizza in my mouth. I'm starving. Okay, I feel better now. Little snack to
It's
hold
always
me off.
good.
Little snack to hold me off. See if we can get this damn lock open before we wrap this up. What?
Oh,
Yeah.
You just said you feel better now.
Oh, jeez. My wife's like, I just heard you say you feel better now. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I just said I threw a piece of pizza in my cake hole because I was starving, and I feel better now.
Not sure if you saw Not Too Dead's message about the CPM CRU wear steel.
Yeah, I did. I talked to him about the crew where I've never owned one, but I hear that it's a decent steel. I know it's very stainless. I think that it's like middle of the road edge retention, middle of the road toughness, but it's like super stainless, like really hard to rust. Oh, come on. That's the thing. That company, Crucible, they make such nice steels. They're one of the, like 3 or 4 premier steel makers in the world. Crucible, Bowler, Carpenter. Who else is there that really makes really good premier steel? Crucible, Bowler, Carpenter. There's not really many other manufacturers that make really good knife steel. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
New Jersey Steel
yeah.
Baron.
I don't know if
New
they
Jersey
make their
Steel
own
Baron has a
steel,
couple.
but SOG is one of my favorite brands. The way that they, at least if they don't produce their own steel, the way that they temper it and the way that they work with it makes for a really good edge on their knives and all that. I own a few of their knives and I haven't broken a single one yet. And I pried rocks out of the grounds with them. I uh, chopped branches off of trees, split trunks with them. I put them through the ringer, and they stay sharp and don't bend, and been very, very happy with them.
Yep, I know that they use a lot of like 9CR18 MOV, 8CR13 MOV. Um, they're renowned for their toughness and stainlessness for sure. So it actually makes sense that you could pry rocks out of the ground with it.
Yeah, let me grab my the seal knife I got with them because it's a beast.
Is it a pup? Steel pup? Or is it a full size? Now I'm curious.
Yeah, so this is my favorite one from SOG.
All right, we gotta stand up so we can see. Oh, that's the full size.
Yep.
Or is that a pup?
Nope, this is the full size.
That is the full size, huh?
This is the original one. The new version of the seal knife has ridges on the back or serrations on the back. And I didn't like the serration, so I was glad I kind of got the original version of it.
Yeah, I got, I don't know, what do I have? I have 2 fixed blades now. I don't have a lot of them because it's like, where the heck am I going to wear a fixed blade anyway? Like, I take it with me camping, and that's pretty much it. I have a cold steel, uh, oh crap, what the heck is it? I can't remember what model it is.
Cold
But
Seal's a
it's
good
just,
brand.
S Cascade 5, steel. It's just, good beater, work knife, fixed blade. Probably 6 inches long. It's just a, good freaking solid fixed blade knife. And then I have a dive knife that I take with me when I go on vacation. And that one is, oh crap, Vanax. It's Vanax is the steel that is the steel that it is. just because it's made from salt water, and I wear it on my calf when I go to the beach. And my wife and my family all laugh at me, and I'd say, well, when there's a shark, we'll all live because of me. Is that true? I always laugh about it every time. I'm like, I'm totally gonna scream like a girl and not even remember that I have this knife on my leg. And that's probably true. If I would see a fin pop up, 6 feet away from me, I may not even remember I have a knife on my leg. But we'd all like to think that we would, right?
Oh yeah.
That is a true story. I wear a Manax 5 knife whenever I go to the beach, strapped to my calf.
Yeah, pretty much the only time I wear mine is when I'm out in our woods working. I always find it handy.
I got two. I got the one that I take camping with me, and one that goes to the beach. Other than that, I don't really have a use for a fixed blade, really ever. That's why, like, I just bought that Bossteed Raccoon, the one that I said has a top liner. Well, actually, you weren't here. There's a specific knife that was like supposed to be the best knife under $75 that was released this year, and it came out in like February or something, and it's been out of stock since then. But it's by a company called Vosteed. It's in Sandvik 14C28N steel, and like Metal Complex and all those YouTube guys say that it's like the best knife that you can buy for under $75. So I bought it, and it has a new locking system that was developed by Vosteed, a top liner lock, which is a kind of compression lock, kind of like Spyderco, but it's actuated by a button on the side of the liner, and it's supposedly like one of the strongest locks that you can have on a folding knife. And I was thinking to myself while I was saying it earlier, like, what the heck do I care about a super strong lockup? I'm probably never gonna beat on it with anything. Like, I'm never gonna need it to be a solid lockup. It could probably be a slip joint that would be, still be locked up enough.
I never thought about it that way.
That's it. That's the thing. It's like, this is a really strong lockup. This it's called an axis lock or a crossbar lock. On this one here, I mean that's a really strong lock, but this one here is supposedly a pretty weak lock. It's a plunge lock or a button lock. But the chances of me doing anything that's going to make this lock fail are about 0%. God, that's so snappy. Wow. Yeah, Stu, that drum sharpener that he used, it's definitely not a gimmick. Actually, the same company that makes the knife sharpener that I use, WorkSharp, has a version of that exact thing. The drum sharpener. Same thing with the angle block with the magnets and the rolling drum and the diamond abrasives and the whole spiel.
And it's interesting because I actually
Yeah.
kind of thought the same thing that, it's like, oh, I'm not 100% sure. I wanted to get it, but I was holding off on it because I wasn't quite sure like how legit it was going to be. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. Because my mom needed me to sharpen all of her kitchen knives. I was like, my elbow's been killing me, so I'm going to, risk it, get it, see what it's like, and I love it. It does a really good job. The only problem I have with it is if the knife is extremely dull, I find it easier to put a quick edge on it by hand and then using the drum sharpener to refine it.
Okay.
But yeah, I did that, and it puts a really good edge on the knives.
Kind of, basically, sharpener does really good if it has good diamond abrasives, and if it doesn't, it doesn't do good. That's kind of just the way it is. Worksharp has good diamond. Obviously, that company uses a good diamond plate on it. I'd like to get to where I could, freehand sharpen one of these days, but I probably never will because I don't think I have the time to put in practice. I mean, I kind of want to just be able to strap it in, run the diamond over it, get a burr, flip it, flip the burr, and then work the burr back and forth until it disappears, and polish it up, get a good mirror edge on it, and be done. Which I probably won't actually do with this one. The new one that I got, when I hear works better with a like a 600 or 800 grit edge as opposed to a mirror polished. We'll try it both ways, see how it does. But ooh, Yet. What's going on, bro? I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a video on my 2 new knives. I keep saying to people that I want them to do like different stuff on their channel to let us know who they are. I think it's such a great idea because I think it would bring new people into Locksport. Kind of like how I got into it through an amateur
Oh yeah.
radio channel. You know what I mean? I'm into amateur radio and knives. Maybe I do a couple knife things, and then next thing you know, a couple knife guys come into the community and start picking locks. It's exactly how I got into it. I was watching an amateur radio channel, Smoking Ape, and he had some lock picks that he got, and did a lock picking video. And next thing you know, I'm watching lock picking videos on YouTube, buying lock picks, and it's all thanks to an amateur radio YouTube channel.
I want to do some woodworking YouTube videos, but those take a lot of effort and a lot of editing.
That would be really cool. You know what? I'd like somebody to do a video on handle making.
Well, that's what I was thinking about. I actually just ordered a 3-inch grind wheel so I can start working on some picks. And then I got thinking about getting a small belt sander, and so that I can start working on some pick handles because I've got some. I would really love to do some handles for my wall lock tools. The Pro Series. I think a nice wood scale on these would be really nice. And then I've got the blanks from Moki that I got, so I want to do some wood handles with that. So yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing a couple of YouTube videos around that.
Yeah, that'd be really
Once
cool.
I get the setup to kind of do that.
If I have some Moki steel here that I've been putting off freaking making, I want to make because I like the gem profile, I want to make this right here,
Hey, Lady Locks.
an offset
Very cool.
gem. That's my pick idea that I want to make. One of these days I'll make a good one. I've made it 3 times before, but I always made it out of 301 full hard, and it was I don't know, they didn't turn out great because I think I didn't do a good job of keeping it cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lady Locks #2 channel.
I'm working on a original medical here. I've got 3 pins down. I'm working on 4 pins.
Yep, I'm picking a UAP. You missed all the good ones. I picked was that a GABA, Euro, and a GG. The GG was really fun. I really like picking that lock. It's a GGP extra, so it has the overmilling. It's like a kind of cool little twist curveball while you're picking. Pick
But
a
yeah,
bunch
this
of
is the
gems.
latest profile I made.
Oh, let's put you full screen, bro. I think I may have seen that one. Is that the one that has the scoop?
Yep.
That's a
Let
nice
me change
profile.
the focus on that. Yeah, I wanted to make a kind of a deep hook. And this was with the blanks from Covert Instruments. Actually, what I was really kind of trying for was a teardrop style. After like the penny teardrop. But I got the head a little bit too narrow on it, so I kind of changed it to a kind of like a pick and all, dental pick and all that. So came out nice.
Yeah, it reminds me of a sharp. You know what it reminds me of? Actually, it reminds me of a Moki fin. Where's the Moki fin? Right there. Go full screen, back to me.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of the pick that you made right there. It's a pretty sharp tip.
Yeah, very
Really nice
similar.
if you want to move a particular pin to kind of force it. Like you need to, let's say like a gin, you want to put force up as well as in a different direction. It's really good at focusing force in one particular place.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of finding with it. So I want to make another one of these, or at least try. I got a couple of ideas for some rakes and all of that. So yeah, I want to start making my own picks a little bit more, and then work on some wood handles because I think I've got like the Ridgeback from Wall Lock Tools. I think would be really cool with some wood scales. Um, I got some really nice end cuts from some lumber yards for some exotic woods and all that. So and I got a ton of Purple Heart too. So it's like I'm thinking about doing some inlays and some other things with it. So
Very nice. That's what I found the other day. A Blacklock patch. I'm going to take these, put them on my desk at work.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo. See if we can get this lock open in the next couple minutes, because I think I'm going to wrap her up pretty soon. We're not going to go super late today. I'm just so freaking hungry still. I ate that piece of pizza and I think I kind of made it worse.
No problem.
Hey, we got Greyhound picking in the house. How is it going, brother? Oh, we'll put this out there real quick just because it is probably a different group of people here than there were when I was 5 minutes into this live. I told people at the very beginning of the live how impressed I am with the newest version of the Jimmy Long's picks and how freaking awesome that they are. My B4s and version 3s are probably going to become my backup set, and these B5s are just going to become my everyday because 12 picks is exactly what you have whenever you get the basic set and the intermediate set. Drop off the 2 rakes because rakes, I don't need those. And then put in the set of gems in 19,000s and the set of gems in 15,000s. That's 12 picks, and that would get you a low, short, and medium flat, a low, short, and medium round, and then a low, short, and medium gem in 19,000s, and a low, short, and medium gem in 15,000s. 12 picks, fits perfectly in his little case, and is really all that I freaking use on a daily basis. So, actually, it's more than what I use on a daily basis. Awesome. But he is putting out more picks this Friday, the 6th of December at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I live.
Yeah, I'll be driving back from Boston at that point. And yeah, I mean, I like his picks. I mean, the picks are definitely nice. Are they my favorite? I mean, not particularly. I mean, I do use them a lot. I do find them very useful. I like the Lawlock Tools Pro Series a bit better. At least for me, the handle grip is a little bit better for me, but the grip on these are really good. The way he constructed them are really good. In fact, after this live, I'll probably record a review video for the intermediate set that I got here because I do use them quite a bit. So
They're definitely good. And I have my review. I've been freaking kicking it down the road. I printed it all up, and it's all nice and written out. And I just freaking never have any time to freaking do it. What else? Oh, Lady Locks. You're right down the road from me. How about the lady that fell in the sinkhole? That is so crazy, is it not? Because that is. I thought I lived close to you. I live close to this lady. I mean, this sinkhole's probably 4 miles from my house. It's close, baby. Real close. I'm guessing you heard about it. It's pretty local to me. God, I never remember to do that. I forgot that I could even do this feature. Put people's messages on screen.
oh yeah.
I forgot all about that feature. What a dummy I am. I need. Now that I remember I can do it, I'm gonna start doing it more.
Yeah, actually, like when I'm traveling, so Stu got the Valerian set that I did in my giveaway, the Lolok Tools Valerian set, and actually, this is a set that whenever I travel, it's like when I go to Boston on Friday, I'll throw these and the Ridgeback set that I got in my bag because I got 3D printed handles for both of them now. And so I've got a full set that fits in a nice small bag. So I'm not taking like a ton of picks with me. They'll just fit right in the this nice little case that came with them in that, and so fits nicely in the bag in that.
That's very nice.
And then I have a good set of the 0.5 millimeters and a good set of the 0.6 millimeters when I'm traveling.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I think that Jimmy is where I'm going to end up settling, just because they're really good and they cost about half as much as the other two picks brands that I like. That's the only reason, honestly, is because you can get them for half the price. I mean, you can't beat it. That and they never bend. I've never bent a single one of them yet. Exactly 0 picks. Mm, come on, open, stinker. Hmm, what is holding me up right now? Huh, this lock is fighting me now. I just opened this. I just did a video on this freaking lock. Why the heck can't I open it now? Okay. I think I just got number 2 to set. I think we're close. I think. Maybe. Mm, try a deeper gem. Things got real quiet, so we're both focusing.
Yeah, yeah. I just grabbed a Packlock 98 Pro that I haven't gotten picked open yet.
Oh, you got a new one.
I
You've
got a
never
few
picked
new
it yet.
ones. Yep.
Those are always a nice challenge. Those are some of my favorite to like take with me if we're like going somewhere and I want to have something just to pick at. Because they're hard, but they're not too hard. They don't take up much space in your pocket. They're not super heavy. I really like the. Uh, have you gotten a PL410 Pro?
No.
Okay, so those are just like it has the same core inside it as the Packlock 98 Pro, except it is a plastic body, dead shackled, dead core Lotto lock.
Oh, all right.
I really like those ones for like on the go. Mm.
Yeah, I've been through collecting the different colors. The only one left that I got in the 98 Pros that I'm looking for is the yellow one. And I found a vendor that sells yellow, but it's pricey.
Really, it's different than just the regular.
Yep, I can't seem to find, like I got all mine through pretty much through Amazon, through the
Okay.
Packlock store on Amazon. On the Packlock website, they don't really advertise the yellow. I found one vendor that's got yellow, but it's like for me to order just a single. He does more bulk orders, so for me to do like a single lock, there's like an added surcharge, so it's like $75 for, or
Ooh, baby.
$80 for one. So it's like,
Yeah, I think I might do without. I do like the slime green uh, Packlock, like that light fluorescent green.
yeah,
That's a really cool one.
like this one here.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
That's the Slimer green. That reminds me. I think I want to watch that movie. I saw it's on Netflix now. The new
Um,
Ghostbuster movie.
yeah, my favorite one's the pink one. I really like the pink that they use on theirs.
Nice. That is a nice color. Jesus, I literally just opened this lock on video like not even a week ago. What is going on? Like I lost all my skills. Reset, start over. Oh, cripes. That's 6. There's 2, some core rotation. Oh, 6, 5, 4, 3.
They do, Nola?
Wait, what was that?
Nola says that they got a yellow one on Amazon.
Really? That would be good for you. I know that they're a pain. Like you can't like just put in PackLock 98 Pro and look it up on Amazon. It just doesn't work. You gotta like search it on the internet and then like I know that it's harder than it should be to find the pack locks on Amazon.
Hey, Nola, can you message me that on Discord? Send me the link. Pretty please. Yay, thank you. You're my hero.
That's it. Now you're gonna complete your collection.
Yeah, because I pretty much got like the American Lock 1100 series. I got my Abus 72 or 74. I never remember these 7240s, and so yeah, then Packlock 98 Pro. Then it's like yay.
You like getting them in all the available colors.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Man, what is going on here? This lock is stomping me, and I don't know why. Shouldn't be this hard. I'll just open this damn thing. Oh, I just got some core rotation.
All right, add to cart.
Mm, come on. Oh, that dirt bag.
And ordered. Yay!
Come on.
Yeah, they have the brown one too.
Okay. Come on. Set, baby.
Pick up the brown one. There we go. Now I got all the colors. Yay!
Nicely done. Oh my god. About damn time. Holy crap. Put it up. Prove it. Open. About time.
Congrats.
Jeez. I don't know why it was so hard. That's what I needed to do. Swap out my earbud because it said battery. There we go. Okay, so let's look at the chat, see what's going on.
Yeah, and yet the 6-pin one's probably the 90A, and then the 7-pin's probably the 90A Pro.
Okay, that's what I want to show you real quick before I go and wrap this up for this evening. Where are we? Nope, not in that pocket. I have 2 pack locks that I keep in my work bag so that I have something to pick if I ever get bored or I'm on break and whatever. So this one here, this is the PL410 Pro. I gotta have the key around here somewhere. Nope, it's in my bag, but dead shackle, dead core, and a plastic casing just like a 410 from Masterlock, but it has the exact same core in it as the Paclock 98 Pro.
Awesome.
Yeah, you should get one of these sometime. It's you wouldn't think that it would be different, but it is very different because there's no tension from the spring on the core, and there's also no spring on the shackle, because I know that a lot of people say that they have trouble picking these unless they take the spring tension off by pressing in on the shackle. Well, that's like something that doesn't happen on this because there's no spring tension at all.
Oh, that's
just different.
interesting. I gotta give that a try.
Yeah, it's just different. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up for this evening. I'm just going to ask anybody if anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, anything that they want to say now or forever hold your peace.
I would just say Noah Southpaw is really awesome.
Yeah, you just saved you freaking $60 on a pack lock, yellow pack lock. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is why one of the reasons why I want to have somebody do a adding a handle video, because I got this Jimmy Long's pick and I want to put a handle on it, but I don't want to screw it up. And I've never put a handle on anything, so I'm thinking that I'm going to get some linen micarta, which is this type of material here, and just drill some holes in it and pin it with brass. So I'd kind of like
If
to
you
see
measure
somebody do it first.
the hose on that, you might be able to get a brass rod that matches those holes that are already on it. That
Yeah,
way you
I
don't
would
have to
think that I
drill any new
probably
holes.
could. Yeah, I'm not planning on drilling new holes in here. I would definitely get pin stock that matches. I do have calipers here somewhere on this table, but I'm not seeing them. Where the hell are they? Jesus. I need to clean up my work area. I'll tell you what. What a disaster. Oh well, we're going to measure it another time. I would say that it is probably, oh god, 4 millimeters, I would think.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get a brass rod in that.
Because it's definitely bigger than 3 millimeters, and that's what size brass rods that I have here now.
And then Yinyet said you can use Delta 44 magnet handles. Actually, yeah, got the Lawlock Ridgeback set handles from him, which are really nice. And I like the magnets that he used in it. In fact, when I start making my own, that was one thing I was thinking about doing, was taking some of those neodymium magnets that he uses on here, and then using that to make the handles that I can then move between different sets or different picks.
Yep, we all love those handles from 44 Delta. Each makes freaking really nice handles. I have ones for the full Reaper set. I have ones for my other Reaper set. The Moki handles are really nice too. He definitely did a freaking fantastic job on these. These are actually version 1.0 with the friction fit magnets. Oh well. Jay Gabe said something, but I can't read it because my screen's down. Let's put her on screen and then read it. Tell you what, I will measure this and then give you a holler. But I'm thinking that micarta would be really nice as a handle material, and then some brass pin stock to hold it together. It's just I don't want to mess it up because I've never done anything like that before. Like, I was a machinist at, my work, but I was machining, different material that, I was doing CNC machining. It's not like trying to make something by hand. Oh well. I'll give you a holla. Let's just go back through here and say goodbye to everybody. Lady Locks, thank you so much for coming. Charles Watt, C. Stu Do, thank you for coming, brother. You're always a fantastic buddy. That's Schizo Burger, thank you for coming. Nola, always a good staple and one of my mods for the channel. Thank you. Yet, Jay Gabes, thanks for coming, guys. And a thanks to you, Funky. Thank you for coming and keeping me company. I thought I was going to be by myself all night.
Well, thanks for letting me join you. It's always fun.
Yep, it is a lot of fun. That's something that I said to Crap, who did I even say it to today? It might have been you, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I
Yep.
said that, it's a lot of fun picking with people, but it's a lot, like, the biggest part of it for me is the fellowship of talking to another picker. That is really what I love about this live stream, is being able to sit down and talk about whatever, what you're working on, what you want to work on, what you're doing, how your family is, how you're feeling, what's going on in your life. But it's just, I really enjoy it. It kind of takes, lock picking YouTube to, the next level for me. So thank you for joining me.
Anytime.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you here next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Rock Out with Your Lockout. And then the following week, we will have Sunday. Stu and I have Ray and Stu do coffee around the world, where we have our Sunday morning 7 a.m. live stream. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.